I'm going to say hello to everyone. My name is Reverend Jerry Hobby. I serve as the spiritual director of Spiritual Enlightenment and Truth Focus Ministry. And today is a grand and a glorious day. We're so grateful that you are with us today. And we're warming the field of life. We are here um, on the West Coast. And the day is waking up. I'm still seeing the moon. I'm calling it a crescent moon today in the sky. And I see the dawn of the light coming forth, the hues and the beautiful colors and the subtle blues and the whites and all the in between showing up. And what I'm knowing is that today is a good day to warm the field, to be a tipping point for good in the world. And that tipping point starts with ourselves. So I'm inviting you to join me in just simply sitting back right now, just breathing, moving into the silence, and mindfully allowing for ourselves to get grounded and purposeful in this day, regardless of where you're at right now, whatever time zone you're in. Just sit with me for a moment in the silence and just breathe. Our reading this morning comes from 365 Days of Richer Living. Daily Inspirations by Ernest Holmes and Raymond Charles Barker. Today's reading is entitled, I Express the Glory of God. We'll start with the biblical reading today, and this reading comes from John chapter 13, verses 31 and 32. Now is the Son of Man glorified, and God glorified in him. If God be glorified in him, God shall also glorify him in himself. Perhaps this is one of the most profound thoughts Jesus ever gave to the world, and for it really tells us that when man is glorified in God, then God is glorified in man. And it means exactly this. Life is a mirror to each one of us. And as we see the glory of God in this mirror, so shall this mirror reflect back to us the same glory. For Jesus says that if God be glorified in him, God shall glorify him in himself. So shall the image and its reflection become one, even as the Father and the Son, I'm going to say Father, Mother, presence, and children are one in glory, in God, in majesty, in might. No more exalted concept of divine union could possibly be given than this. Today, then I glorify myself in God, and I glorify God in me. I am in it, and it is in me. And as it is glorified in me, so am I glorified in it. I do give thanks for this intimate and complete union of my soul in its center and its source. And I do recognize in myself and in others the glory of the incarnated God, realizing the one life without and within, continuously uniting within it. I proclaim its presence in everything, knowing that there is no great and no small. I proclaim its presence in the smallest as well as the greatest. And all my affairs shall reflect the glory and the power and the majesty and the might of the infinite Spirit. And all that I do shall proclaim its love, its life, its light. Now is the Son of Man glorified, or beings glorified, and God is glorified in it. I am that blessing, and God is glorified in me today. Let's be still. Let's anchor in this space of unconditional love. Let's just sit with these words, allowing them to marinate. Our reading this morning comes from 365 Days of Richer Living, Daily Inspirations by Ernest Holmes and Raymond Charles Barker. Today's reading is entitled, I Express the Glory of God. We start first with two biblical readings which come from John chapter 13, verses 31 and 32. Now is the blessing of man glorified and God glorified in man or woman. If God be glorified in us, God shall be glorified, shall also glorify us in itself. Perhaps this is one of the most profound thoughts Jesus ever gave to the world, for it really tells us that when we are glorified in God and when God is glorified in us, and it means this life is a mirror to each one of us. And as we see the glory of God in this mirror, so shall this mirror reflect back to us the same glory. For Jesus says that if God be glorified in us, God shall also glorify us in itself. So shall the image and its reflection become one, even as this presence, this grand presence, this divine light. Many may call it the Father Mother presence, and in its godlings, as Cider House Rules would call it, are one. In glory, in honor, and in majesty and might. No more exalted concept of divine union could possibly be given than this. So I'm going to invite us to unmute ourselves. I want you to be cognate because this was written many years ago, and I like to conjugate words. The reason I like to conjugate words is so that we can allow ourselves to slip into these words, because it is the story of who we are and our lives. So regardless of your gender, I want you to acknowledge it applies to you. The presence of God is right here. So we're going to speak the word. And we're going to speak the word from the first person. I invite you, and I will work with the words so we all can identify with it right now. Breathe with me as we begin. Today, then I glorify myself in God,
Then I glorify myself in God,
and I glorify God in me.
and I glorify God in me.
For I am in it,
For I am in it,
and it is in me.
and it is in me.
And as it is glorified in me,
And as it is glorified in me,
so am I glorified in it.
so am I glorified in it.
I do give thanks for this intimate, complete communion of my soul.
I do give thanks for this intimate, complete union of my soul,
With its center
with
and its source.
with
With
its
its
center
center and its
and its
source.
source.
With its center and its source.
I do recognize in me
I do
Do
recognize
recognize in me
and others
and others
the glory of the incarnated God,
the
the
glory
glory of the incarnated God,
God,
realizing
realizing
the one life without
the
the
one
one
life
life
without
without
and within,
and
and within,
within,
consciously uniting with it.
consciously uniting with it.
I proclaim its presence in everything,
I proclaim its presence in
in
everything,
everything,
knowing that there is no great and no small.
knowing that
knowing
there
there
is
is
no
no
great
great
and no
and no
small.
small.
I proclaim its presence
I
I
proclaim
proclaim
its
its presence
presence
in the smallest as well as the greatest.
in the
in the
smallest as
smallest as
well
well
as the
as the
greatest.
greatest.
All my affairs shall reflect the glory
All
All of
my
my
affairs
affairs shall
shall
reflect the glory
reflect the
and the
glory
power
and the
and the
power
power
and the majesty
and the
of the
majesty
majesty
and the might of the infinite
and the
and the
might
might
of the
of the
infinite
infinite
spirit.
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 All that I do
All that I
All that I
do
do
shall proclaim its love,
shall
shall
proclaim its love,
proclaim its love,
its life,
its
its
life,
life,
its light.
its
its
light.
light.
Now
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 is the presence
is the
is the
presence
presence
of the divine glorified in me
of the
of the divine
divine
is glorified in
glorified
me
in me
and all of humanity,
and
and
all
all
of
of
humanity,
humanity,
and God is glorified in it.
and God
and
is
God is
glorified in
glorified
it.
in it.
I am
I am
I am
the offering,
the
the
offering,
offering,
and God is glorified in me
and
today.
God is
and God is
glorified in me
glorified in me
today.
today.
I invite you to breathe, simply remembering that God is the only presence fulfilled, that you are the offering, the presence of God, that divine love, peace, harmony, all those things that are ingenious to us, endearing to us, they're right there, right here, anchored. And so, in this space right here, right now, we allow for this awakening within our consciousness. We allow for the infinite wisdom of the divine to expand and express itself. We allow and know that if God be for us, then who or what can be against us? No thing. Knowing that this no thing is the infinite unfolding, the infinite expressing, that divine wisdom prevails, and that divine love is truly all there is. In this sacred space, in this energy and vibration of love in action, we take this moment now to honor this presence in this day, knowing that good or God fulfills itself and personalizes itself in the greatness of life, the greatness of our lives, in the small, subtle things, and in the big, great, and grand things. It is the divine essence fulfilling itself and revealing itself through us right here and right now. So, in a space of joyful expectancy, we allow for this energy to fulfill itself. We allow for it to be the current and the conduit within itself, knowing that we are awake, we are receptive to this mighty blessing, fulfilling itself in every possible way. It is beyond our finances, beyond our relationships. It is beyond our body temple. It is beyond our highest desire. It simply is. And it is this vibrational energy, the sacred movement in our lives right here, right now, fulfilling itself in a pristine way, with divine clarity, with divine love. It fulfills itself in a practical way. And we are all blessed beyond that which we cannot even imagine. And our blessings take from no one or no thing. It simply mirrors this truth and this good for all of humanity. I invite you to smile, and I invite you to greet this day with warmth and give thanks for its personalization within our personal lives and its grand, glorious expression within all of humanity today. We look to it, our ears, our eyes, our whole experience is perched in open receptivity where we know that good is the sacred blessing for all of humanity. And it rises above the chaos. It rises above the outer chatter of the emptiness. And we breathe. We give thanks. And we simply let this be. And so it is. And now it is.
Now it
Yes,
is.
and now it is.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Amen. Amen and Ashe. I'm opening my eyes and I'm looking in your eyes. You know, we've done mind training. Reverend Larry does this Wednesday book study, and that has been the focus for several months, mind training. Today, I'm inviting you. I have a call to action for you. The news is going to tell you a whole bunch of stuff that's happening in the world. We do not deny, but I
It's
can tell you
horrible.
something. I'm going to tell you something. We're not going to give it the horror. We're not going to give it the energy. What I'm inviting you today is to give energy to goodness. Mindfully, be aware of goodness unfolding for yourself personally. Confirmations will come through. And I invite you to do the same thing for humanity. Those seeds of hope are there. The seeds of hope are fulfilling itself right now. I'm inviting you to celebrate something great that is unfolding for humanity. Let it bring a smile to your face. Let it be an endearing experience. Whether it is a super bloom in the desert where it was barren, or if it's something else. And I invite you to have a blessed day. And one more thing, I'm inviting you to be intentional this weekend. We're going to have our Pray Up Clinic. And at our Pray Up Clinic, we're going to also focus as a group our collective energy around peace in the world. So I invite you to be intentional. Visit us at seatfm.org and find out more about this prayer clinic. Have a blessed day. We'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye-bye, you.